Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. Today we're here in Capitol Hill at Cal Anderson Park next to the famous fountain, and it's the sort of first official day of winter. As you can tell, there's snow on the ground, but in typical Seattle fashion it's sort of just sprinkling now and the snow is pretty much all melted away. So today it's going to be a little fun. It's going to be a lot more freeform. I'm just going to go on a little ride with my Brompton around here, maybe talk about what we see and things like that. So let's just get going and we'll talk along the way. And yeah, I think I finally found a decent camera setup that works with the Brompton here. So you're here on the 360 camera just attached to the front. So we'll see how this holds up. But so far it seems like it might be okay. But yeah, we're gonna find our way over through the park here and see what we find. And yeah, I was gonna take a few roads, maybe explore around a little bit, and then I was gonna visit the Metier bike shop and cafe, and then we'll probably get a coffee there and call it good for this video. So let's get going here. Yeah, so even for all my years living in Seattle, I was mainly in the South Lake Union neighborhood. And I came to Cap Hill for sure to get food like everyone else, but I wasn't really into the night scene of things, so I didn't end up coming here as much as a lot of people would. So this will be a little exploring from my end too, but I have ridden through these bike lanes before, and when I commuted to Seattle from Bellevue, I've ridden on some of these roads. So we're here, we're approaching the main road here in bike lanes, and first thing we're met here is Broadway. So we're on Pine right now, and yeah, Broadway is a great two-lane cycle track that you can use, and we're gonna ride this way using Broadway. And I've taken this all the way down. You can go basically to the Central District with this. Down Pine and Pike, of course, are a lot of the main headline amenities, like a lot of the roasteries and other things that people like to go visit. So why not, let's just go swing by and go take a look. As we're here on Pike now, and I'm gonna make a right here. And yeah, you could go down this way all the way into downtown. It's just a little downhill there. But yeah, today is not bad. It's not too cold, just a little sprinkly now. I was really wanting to make a video of me riding in the snow, but I guess alas, today it isn't to be. It's not quite snowing right now. All right, let's go this way. Rolling along Pike here, there is a protected bike lane. Oh, there's an Amazon Fresh store here. I haven't seen this one before. I know that there's been a lot of them, but... And then... a lot of desserts, cafes, bars. Always stop. And this is a downhill heading towards downtown. So we're gonna have to climb this way back up in a little bit, but that's quite all right. But up ahead is sort of a couple of the main attractions people like to come to when they come to Seattle. There's the Roastery, there's the Taylor Shellfish, so let's stop by over there. Gotta watch out for a lot of these cars peeking out from the sides. We're just about here at the Roastery. A lot of leaves on the ground too. All right. Boom. Look at that. So here's the Roastery. Really nice place to visit. Very famous here. I mean, there's the first Starbucks that's over in Pike Place Market, but I think in terms of the locals taking their friends, usually it's out here to the Roastery. There's a lot of them now in the U.S. overall, but it's sort of still unique. And then just down here, there's the Taylor Shellfish Farms, really famous, nice restaurant, and some other cool amenities before we can go into downtown. But I did want to head over to that bike cafe, bike shop, so we can go over there. But also, just to point out, since we're here anyway, there is this bike shop here on the right, Rafa, a more road-centric bike shop and clothes, but we just peer by here too. You can sort of see that they got some. They also have cafes and things going on, so maybe we can just take a quick look in here too before we head over to the other store. But yeah, why not? So yeah, just as a preamble, this is Rapha Seattle. They are a cycling shop, but mainly focuses on apparel and sort of the club aspect where they have group rides and such. I actually don't think they have like a mechanic in here or really sell much bikes, but they do have bike rentals if you're part of their club. And definitely we're going to be actually end up visiting 3 stores today. So they all have their own little personality. So definitely might do a vlog video later to show it off in more detail, but this is rough how it looks. Definitely a lot more of the high-end road kit, but I didn't buy anything. But turns out something cool did happen. Like bikes for hire and stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Do you watch?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
Like just the way you explore things.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry.
I run like a YouTube channel on
Oh.
Seattle cycling.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'll like subscribe to you or something.
You should. So that was a bit of a random excursion. Met one of the employees there, really nice, and we're gonna keep on going. Oh, yeah. So we're on Pine now, and we're gonna head up back towards Broadway and head towards the Metier bike cafe. So I guess we just visited 2 little bike stores here, but that's typically sounds like an average day for me. And getting honked at is probably another Seattle experience, so this is just how it is. All right, but it's okay. At least I'm still safe, and we're heading onwards. And I'm out of the saddle right now because it's a climb up here on Pine, and I want to be able to talk. So usually I like riding on the saddle to sort of conserve some cardio energy, but definitely still putting in some work here as we going along up. And not the same protected bike lane as Pike, but at least there's a somewhat marked bike lane here. Yeah, that's the thing though. I think Cap Hill definitely is, its name isn't just ironic. There actually is a good bit of hills around here, some of the steeper ones in the city. So this isn't the steep ones, but yeah, I think if you're just living in this neighborhood or exploring around, chances are you'll run into some hills. And well, we're making our way back up. Another stoplight. All right. but definitely compared to where I live now on the east side, there's so many amenities here. Just looking left and right, there's just things going on. A lot of food, a lot of bars. Seattle U is, I think, super close to here, or it's just right there. So, all right, let's keep going. The bike lane disappeared on me here, but we're getting to Broadway again. Oh, some rail tracks, and we're here. And let's head down to Union Street, I think. So we just did a nice little loop showing off some of those things here in Pine and Pike. And off we keep going, and now it's still sort of just drizzling about. Very typical Seattle. But yeah, let me know what you think more of these sort of free-form rides. Definitely, I try to have each video be very succinct, but at the same time I realize maybe some people just want to explore the city with me or just ride around, and especially since I have a lot more free time nowadays, I can just go on some of these meandering rides from time to time. So it's pretty fun, and we're off. But yeah, definitely with these cycle tracks, there's a lot of pedestrian traffic that comes in and out, and a lot of people, so definitely still best to watch out. We made it here to Union Street, so we're gonna make a left here, and we're gonna keep on going back to some marked bike lanes, but a ton of cars left and right, so I gotta watch out for those doors. And I think the Frankie and Joe's is also near here, so it's a bit cold for ice cream for me, but that's another option. And let's go, and we're just approaching the Metier store, so it's everything's super close around here. It's really nice. All right, let's take a look. Training and bicycles. So we're now at Mente Seattle, and this is a proper bike shop with also another cafe inside, though definitely it is a little bit more catered towards the high-end boutique end, as they do have like a mechanical stand and work they can do for your bike, but in terms of bikes they sell, it's definitely on the much higher price range, as well as the kit they sell here, so probably really targeting the racing crowd and such. But it's still a really neat environment in here. This is actually my first time. They also have like a lot of different breweries in the Seattle area, and their brand is, I presume, getting pretty big. But yeah, definitely probably somewhere to still stop by here. It's interesting to see the flavor of Capitol Hill in all these shops, and it definitely juxtaposes what I think of a typical bike shop that's just littered with all sorts of bikes. But really, I think it's great just having more bike shops, different types that caters to all sorts of people is what it's all about. But anyway, we're here at the Overcast Coffee Company, and since we're here, why not? Let's go get a drink. It's cold outside, and I give my first drink here a 10 out of 10 matcha latte with oat milk. Anyway, we're gonna get going to our final stop. So now it looks like it's a bit slushing out, but I realized also that I ended up just visiting a bunch of bike stores, so since we already did two, let's go for one more, and let's go to Good Weather. And these are all stores that I've heard about, but I've actually never visited in person. So definitely each one has its own sort of vibe. I think both Metier and Rapha sort of cater to the more high-end road types. So let's see what this last one's like. All right. And the last one, it should really be also super close to here. But yeah, having your own sort of bike store is really important. Helps make sure you get set up with the bigger ticket items, having everything sort of working. This alleyway out here is really neat. We got a ton of awesome stuff. And I actually don't know exactly where the store is. I think it's actually super close. I think it's right here. And I almost just tripped. All right, let's just go into here. Yeah, I think it's in this alleyway, so it's definitely worth noting that for all three of these stores, this was actually my first time going to each of them. So these is definitely just my first impressions. So if you've been to these bike shops before, or if you have ones you really recommend in Seattle, please comment them below. I feel like the local bike shop is so important in a cyclist journey. So yeah, moreover than just the mechanical support they give, all of these ones we featured today, they have like memberships and group rides, social rides, and just different events for all the people and patrons. So yeah, it's really cool. But anyway, here we're at this outdoor patio space that also is really neat. Love seeing all the bike racks everywhere. And then this good weather one features a slightly larger sort of cafe space to the left, as well as, yes, of course, more coffee. Tailwind, which is an awesome name. And yeah, you just really can't get away from coffee here in the Pacific Northwest. But walking here through the store, yeah, this is giving me a lot more of the traditional bike shop vibes. Just a lot of stuff left and right. Ton of different looking bikes out in the middle. That's great to see. And also love seeing all the local company brands here, like the Swift bags and everything else. So yeah, definitely reach out to your local bike shop and support them. That's probably one of the best ways to keep biking really thriving just all around. And with that, also let me know if you enjoy these bike shop tours, if you want something more in depth, see different kinds, or just get my general thoughts. Would love to do that. It's really neat checking out all the different ones here. But I think that's going to wrap it up for this shop as well. That concludes what ended up being a just bike shop tour of Capitol Hill here. But still a lot of fun. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of format. Happy to do it. And yeah, I'm gonna head home now. So I think that's all I had for this video. So thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed it, roll over that like button and subscribe. There's lots more to come. Just biking around here in the Seattle area. All right, see you.